you guys doing today? Hey guys, how are you all doing today? So give me a few seconds until I get all of you all to join me. So let me go and see I'm on the right chat. I hope you all are doing excellent. I know October has been a very, very, very interesting month. So, all right, let me do the add everyone. Oops. All right. So, how have you all been doing? I know this month has been very interesting, and we have got the 1010 portal coming up in another 2 days, 3 days for some. And also, I wanted to talk a bit about that. Before that, I'm just, making sure that, I see two viewers. So good to start now. So I'm going to talk about the energies. So October energies have been very, very interesting. So you may have been experiencing a lot of fatigue, tiredness, toothache, headaches, migraines, diarrhea, all sorts of physical ailments. And if you go to the doctor, there is no medical meaning for it. So, what you're experiencing is massive ascension symptoms as we are approaching the 1010 portal. Also, there is a huge quantum jumping period that's opening up. It opened up on the 1st and it'll be open throughout the month. So, a lot of y'all are jumping to higher timelines. So, it's going to be really interesting. So, like nowadays, I'm beginning my sessions with a lot of sage so as to clear the space. So now you know why it's so smoky. So, tell me you guys are here. I don't see anyone commenting yet. Oh, I see the comments here. Hi, Bharti. Wait, why am I not seeing the comments here? Okay, let me refresh. Oops. I see the comments now. Hi, Diana. Good to see you. Hi, Madonna. Hi, Shannon. Hi, Mai. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, hello, Annette. Good to see you, MJ. Hi, Bhavani. Hi, Bharti. Hi, Nimith. Hi, Karen. Hi, Marion. Hi, Q. Again, thank you all for your tips. You guys are like I said, I get tips way before I start the show. So I really, really, really thank you all for all of your kind tips because it really helps me to spend more time to do this work. And again, so as I was talking about the 1010 portal, I also have a special 1010 healing. Again, limited spots because I do it in person. So I only have a few spots available. So if you guys are interested, you can purchase it through my website and the link is up there. All right, so I'm going to talk a little bit about the 1010 portal, quantum jumping, and then we are going to delve right into topic, which is very interesting this week because we are talking about a lot of why do you feel this way? Why do you feel that you're not able to date anyone else, or why do you feel different when it comes to twin flame connection and everything with regards to that? Before we start, let me know how you guys are doing. Hey, Sarah, good to see you. Hey, Jenny, really, really good to see you. So, how have you all been feeling? Has the October energies been getting into your head space and mind space and physical body space too? So, is anyone feeling a lot of ascension symptoms? All right. I think there's just a bit of a lag. Anyway, thank you all for those who tipped. Annette, Marion, thank you so much for your generous tip. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Diana. You're amazing. Thank you, Shannon. Thank you, Q. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Mai, and thank you, Annette. You guys are super amazing, and I can't wait to do your channeling towards the end. So, all right. So the 1010 portal is very significant, just like we've got 88 and 99. 1010 is a galactic portal. So basically, what happens is this is the time when everyone in the galaxy gathers and talk about important stuff with regards to all these expanding, ascending planets. And So it's like the 1010 opens a doorway for higher consciousness. So this month, October in itself is very auspicious, and the super moon that is coming in a couple of days is also the most auspicious one throughout the year. And hence, that's why October is also the month that a lot of resets are taking place. A lot of changes are also taking place because you're starting to plan for the year ahead. And as far as the twin flame journey is concerned, the month of October is a month that is going to put you through a vacuum, a washing machine kind of situation where you are going to feel all the stresses that you haven't felt throughout the year, but it amplifies. So that's what's going to happen. And like I said, a lot of ascension symptoms. So the best thing for you to do is to rest. Rest it out. That is the best thing to do. And again, you guys can check out my activators. It's all on my website. So I'm going to delve right into topic. If you guys have no questions about today, and I would start. Marion says, migraine, sick, puking, tinkling, head, coughing, tired, colds, headaches. All right. Anyone able to see me? Okay. I think I'm back on. Sorry, guys. I don't know what happened. Everyone dropped. So I'm back in, and I think you all can see me. Oh boy, every time. All right, I can see all of your comments now. Bharati says headaches and feeling so tired. Marian says last week I've been sick, migraine, puking, tinkling, top head, coughing, tight colds. Yes, Diana, it's definitely been an interesting week to say the least. Any more headaches and fatigues, and I won't be able to function. Madonna says exhausted. Karen, these energies had a good cry last night. So a lot of purging too. Stephanie, horrible headaches most of the week. Shannon, yes, endless tiredness. Annette, I've had some migraines. Bhavani says, feeling good and manifesting seems to be happening fast. All right. Sorry about that lag, guys. I don't know what happened, but I'm glad I'm back on. It's a good time to start. I see 18 viewers, 9 reactions, and I'm going to delve right into topic. Again, thank you all for sending tips over. I really appreciate that, and I'm very, very grateful and very thankful for it. Yes, I did freeze for a moment, Karen, but I think I'm back on now because everything is functioning on my end. Jordan says, I've been off and sick for the last week and a half. Yes, I've also noticed that all of the divine feminines I've been working with are feeling a lot of physical illnesses, and it's on the extreme. Thanks, MJ, for that. Really appreciate that. Again, thank you all for joining this live every week without fail. You guys are here, and thank you, MJ, for being so awesome in running this amazing group. And I'm so grateful to be able to assist you in running this group. So, guys, a big shout out to MJ for being awesome as always. Eric, wow, I've been seeing too. Yes. So I've also noticed that the entire Twin Flame Collective is just going through a massive shift. So for those of you who are feeling, why am I just going through a lot of ailments? It's okay now. You will be fine. Okay, so let me just see if I've missed any comments, and then I'm going to delve right into topic. So again, today's topic is why are divine feminines averse to dating anyone else after meeting their divine masculine? Why is it extremely hard to be in another relationship? Why does celibacy become a norm or an indefinite way of living? And Why are your thoughts and feelings devoted to just this one individual? Your divine masculine or your divine feminine. And the biggest question you're probably all looking for an answer is, does your DM feel the same way? Does he feel the same aversion too? Does he also feel like he's not interested in anyone else? So today, that's what we are going to talk about. And I'll also be doing live channeling at the end. And um, if you guys want a live channeling, just wait towards the end. Another thing is, I will really, really appreciate your tips. So feel free. So this is my PayPal. Let me just pull that out. And then we can start. Oh, Karen says, I missed more work this week because of my fall. Oh, get well soon, Karen. Harshi, yes, I had a migraine for last 2 weeks. Okay. All right. I don't know why the lag. My internet was completely fine. It feels like Australia all over again. But anyway, I'll delve right into topic. Why are divine feminine so averse? Often, when you're on a twin flame journey, after you make some kind of contact with your divine masculine, be it online or in person, your whole life changes. That is something that all of you know because you have been in this journey for a long while. But why is it that you're not able to put yourself in the dating game, or you're not able to feel any kinds of romantic feelings towards anyone else, or you're able to function like a normal person in a 3D world, which is to move on and to get over your twin flame connection? Well, if it was that easy, you wouldn't be in this forum, right? And also, if things were that easy, and if a twin flame journey was like a 3D relationship, you won't be seeing a twin flame psychic. You will be seeing a therapist, right? You will be seeing a counselor. You'll be seeing people who can help you in 3D relationships. Twin flame connections are completely opposite to that. It brings out the worst in you. Traits that you never thought you had will all come right to your face. So, for example, you are not a jealous person. You are the person who are like extremely, extremely happy for everyone. But the moment you see your DM dancing with another person, or your DM talking to another person, or your DM just mentioning that he's going on a date, and you go all crazy, then you know you are on a twin flame journey. Because at the beginning stages, there's all this attraction, there's all this excitement. You finally feel like you've met the one, right? And the next steps will be like, I want to be with this person, I want to spend the rest of my life with this person. And you do everything you can. You look attractive, you start to plan all these outings and dates. And for a lot, we go through that phase where we get to spend a lot of time. For some, it might even be a minimum. You see, for all twin flame connections, you have that honeymoon phase for you to have faith in the journey. So it can differ. For some, it could be 6 months. For some, it could just be 2 dates. For some, it could just be a 10-minute meeting. So it depends how long it would take for you to trust this journey. And once the trust is established, the next step is the work that you're going to do on yourself. So then you are going to go through that phase of avoidance. And often it is the divine masculine who tends to run. But these roles can be reversed depending on where you both are in your spiritual journey. As we know, twin flames are the same soul split into two and projecting as two separate bodies on earth, right? So because of that, when you start chasing your twin flame starts to run. And as we all know, if the chaser stops, the runner stops running. But it's a very natural response to chase. Hi, Linda. So good to see you. Hi, Anna. So good to see you. And so, as I was talking about why divine feminines are so averse to dating anyone after meeting their twin flame, So that's what I'm talking about. So as I was saying, once you are at that phase, you want to keep what you have felt, right? You have felt this unique feeling, this coming of home feeling with your divine masculine, and you can't quite explain why you feel this way. And often, a lot of twin flames don't have any kind of support because all you are used to is 3D relationships, understanding 3D relationships and everything about 3D relationships. So often, the first round of advice you get from people around you are move on, find someone else, love someone who loves you back. When a person says he's not interested in you, move on, right? And these are very, very, very hip advice. And this is superb advice, but not for twin flames, for 3D relationships. And 3D relationships constitute of what 3D humans have created as a relationship, which is basically you date, you court, but you don't do any work on each other, you keep fighting, you give, yeah, 3D relationship. So in other words, it's basic, right? And there's nothing wrong with 3D relationships. 3D relationships are beautiful. It's just that 3D relationships are easy to get together. So even if both of you are not evolved or both of you are not quite, you don't, it doesn't take a lot for you to get into union in a 3D relationship. So that's what I was getting at. But in a twin flame connection, it takes everything to actually be in union. So Q says, I've been in separation with my DM since the end of July. He's so different in person than on the phone. On the phone, he acts like he doesn't care, but in person, it's the opposite. It's so confusing. Oh, this is extremely normal. So a lot of divine masculines who ghost their divine feminines or don't reply to their divine feminines or behave very weirdly when they are communicating via message. But in person, it's like none of that ever happened. And this is a common theme. And the reason behind it is because they are not able to hide their feelings in person. So, I work with a lot of divine masculines too, right? So I've actually asked divine masculines why they do that. Why do you guys actually behave that way? And they often tell me it's because I feel like my divine feminine needs to grow up or mature or heal some parts of herself, or I feel I'm not ready and I have to really push her away because I'm guided to do that by my higher self. And but when they see you in person, they just can't act or pretend. So there was this one particular divine masculine who said that it took him 2 hours to message his divine feminine, I'm not interested, for dinner or something like that. It's like you don't need to think 2 hours to tell someone you're not interested. You just tell them I'm not interested, right? But why do you have to think? Why do you have to care so much about how to hurt them? People care so much, think so much how not to hurt someone, right? But this is how divine masculines are. So Diana says to Q, my DM is the same. If anyone was a fly on the wall in our conversation via messages or phone call, they would laugh and say we are so awkward, but in person it's so different. In fact, the complete opposite, which is 100% true, guys. It's complete opposite. So that's why for those who haven't met your DMs, you are in for a beautiful surprise. And for those of you who meet your DMs once in a while but go through mini pockets of separation, messaging is not necessarily the best course of action because your divine masculine finds it hard to express himself via messaging because there's so much he wants to say, and he knows that anything he says is going to trigger the both of you. So he's always holding back, and because he's being guided by his higher self and his guides, it's pretty different. So the whole design, all right, of the divine masculine, the divine masculine's role is to invoke consciousness within the divine feminine. So if you were to look at in a mission way, before you come to earth, the divine masculine actually is tasked with creating this experience for you so that you will devote yourself to this spiritual journey. And also be able to see that you're not able to date anyone else. And for women, see, biologically, women, we are designed in a way where at a certain age, you want to become a mother. At a certain age, you want to have a family. You want to have people to take care of. What this twin flame connection does is that it messes up all of your plans. And most women, if it was a 3D relationship, a lot of women, they will move on to the next person who's available, who's ready for marriage, because men can be 90 and have children because their eggs are, their sperms are viable, right? Whereas women, but with technology now, we have egg freezing and all that, so you can literally have a child anytime you want. That's not a problem. But of course, your hormones and your biological clock will make you feel that urgency to start a family. And when your DM enters your life, especially now we have more and more divine feminines meeting their divine masculines at younger ages, especially at crucial marriageable ages. You start meeting your DM when you are like 25 or when you're like 35, when you're at the peak of your women's cycle, right? And then after that, everything. So, example, for a career woman, you have planned out your whole life. You're like, okay, I want to have my career by 30 and I want to have um, children by 35. I want to be married by 33. But then your DM comes in right when you're 29 and you think, yes, I have found the perfect man. My life is going to be amazing. My next 30 years is all perfectly planned. But then that's when everything starts being messed up, because usually the first 6 months is going to be very harmonious. And then after that, the I'm not interested will come in. And then after that, the ghosting will start to happen. After that, you will get into this phase of completely not knowing what to do, because all your friends and all your friends similar age to you all settling down, having children. Your family are getting worried. Your parents are like, why aren't you having kids? What's happening to you? Why can't you just marry someone else? Why? And no one is going to quite understand why you're so devoted to this one person alone. Hi, Masha. Good to see you, Anna. The hormones and pressure from other people. You're not getting younger. You should find someone. Exactly, Anna. Exactly. That's what that torture of society is what causes divine feminines to go through massive breakdowns more than men. You see, men are never quite pressured to get married or settle down because their biological clock is not really ticking, right? Because they can produce sperm till the last of their days. But women, we have got this between the ages like up to 55, at most, depending on when you get your menopause. So you have that, and then you have got that prime. Your prime is like between 25 to 40, right? So everyone is trying to have a family then. Samantha, my own DM a few months ago told me I'm not getting younger and I should beat it. You see, and worst of, the divine masculines love to make comments like that. You should find somebody who you can make use of. And you're like, what kind of a stupid advice is that? But DMs love to give stupid advice because their advice is not to be taken at face value. They are meant to trigger you, to understand yourself, and to make decisions. You see, ultimately, it's a choice whether you want to wait or not, because 3D relationships are about masking your real feelings and getting into a relationship and being in a connection for so many years without any kind of feelings at all. But you can't be like that in a twin flame connection because it's all about authenticity. It's all about devotion. It's all about surrender. It's all about becoming the best version of yourself. And you don't want to be in a situation whereby you get into union with your DM and then struggle, because you're going to trigger each other a million times more than a 3D connection. So that's why you have this aversion. You don't want to be with anyone. You can't even imagine having sex with anyone else. It's just disgusting. And most twin flames feel that way. And it's very difficult. I've known divine feminines, who have tried to get over their divine masculines and go on dates, and last minute they will run away or not go on the date, or they will end up hurting other people, and that's when they will put a stop to it. When they have decided they don't want to be with anyone else, they are not going to be with anyone else. And today, thankfully, with technology, you want to have kids, you can have kids through a sperm donor. You can do so many things without affecting your celibacy, right? You can still have a child through IVF without needing to go through a human sexual process. So you can still make plans, but of course, you wouldn't even want to have a child without your DM. That is the thing, because you're so devoted to this person. You and the unpredictability of the twin flame journey is that you don't know what is going to happen, and that is the beautiful design of being in a twin flame connection, because anything can happen, anything magical can happen at any time. But often when you give up or you lose hope, or you are at a point whereby you don't want to do anything, you don't want to be with anyone, you're completely surrendered to God, that is when your path becomes more and more aligned. And that's why it's very crucial to surrender to God, to talk to God, to completely let your heart and soul out and ask God, and then you will be guided. Even the timing, even everything, you will understand why you need to wait. You will understand why it's not easy, and you will realize that you're privileged to go through this separation. Samantha says, yeah, I only want kids with him. Exactly. You don't even want to have kids with a sperm donor. And that's the thing probably everyone is not going to understand, because you are so devoted to your twin flame, and that's how it should be. Love is sacred, love is unconditional, and love is a personal choice. No one has the right to decide something else for you. And the thing is, you can have, if you had frozen your eggs, for example, you can have a child at any time. You can have a child through surrogacy with your egg and your DM sperm. So, right now, get that out of your head that your biological clock is ticking. But there are divine feminines who can't control their sexual urges. Again, it's a personal choice. So, again, this is not the way you have to be a divine feminine. I'm just saying that if you're a divine feminine and you meet your divine masculine, it is very hard to be with anyone else or have feelings for anyone else. So, it could be your dream guy, it could be the guy that you have been eyeing for years. Even then, you won't feel any kind of a romantic or feelings towards this person anymore, because of the fact that once you meet your divine masculine, your entire life gets transformed. You don't want to do anything else. So you rather do things yourself. Like example, you want to travel, you travel yourself. You want to just, and that's when your 5D connection with your divine masculine deepens. You start to feel more and more connected with your divine masculine. You feel more and more multidimensionally connected. So, in other words, you start seeing all these different aspects of yourself. So, example, what is 12D? 12D is like seeing your avatar self. And example, what is a 12D channeling, right? That is channeling the highest point of your divine masculine. So, I mean, I specialize in cosmic channeling. I am the creator of cosmic channeling, and I actually do courses up to the 13th dimension. And I also channel specifically in every dimension, including the Akashic records, which sits in 5D. So when you start looking at life in terms of dimension, you can solve a lot of problems. Sarah says, mine says, wouldn't you like to find a man? I think no, I don't, whatever. So often, when you start to view things in a very categorical way, you will start to realize a twin flame connection can be mathematical too, it can be strategical too. But in order to come to that place, you need to be in complete surrender. Because a lot of divine feminines don't even see, they just want to be in union, which is a biological urge. You just want to be together. And there's nothing wrong with that. Hi, Frank. Good to Frank says, highly recommend any and all of Vaish's readings and healings. Truly the best. Oh, thanks, Frank. You're truly the best student out there. You guys are so amazing. And Holly says, agree with everything. I have been in separation 13 years. All my friends keep telling me he's not into me. I should be dating other people and not wait for someone. And of course, Holly, that's what people always tell twin flames to move on. But unfortunately, the dark side of twin flames is that it becomes very cultish. And always remember, your connection with God is yours alone. So you don't want to go down the path as well of darkness and anguish. You want to find a balance. You want to find alignment. You want to find authenticity. You want to get all these guidance around you, but yet you want to form your own path. You want to make your own decision. So, for example, as a twin flame psychic, I guide my clients, hey, you may do this, you may do that. But ultimately, I always tell my clients, you still need to ask God, you still need to ask yourself whether this is the course of action you want to do. So, as to not get into that habit of relying on others for support. Number two, your 3D friends and your 3D family, they don't mean harm. They mean love. They want you to be happy. They want you to have children. They want you to have the most successful relationship. But however, they don't know what success is, or they don't know what a relationship is. To them, it's about meeting someone, anyone who's available for companionship at a certain age, have kids with that person, even if it's terrible, stick through to him. See, I'm also a lawyer, right? And I do family law cases. I do a lot of divorce cases too. And one trend I always notice is they stay in the relationship for the sake of kids. A lot of couples, they don't have sex. They can count the amount of times they've had sex in a 30-year marriage. And then you're thinking, why are these people even married? They don't even like their spouse. They're in it for society. They like to post on Instagram saying that they have such a beautiful life, posting pictures of Bora Bora and posting pictures of gatherings and family. But the truth is, are they truly happy? Of course, there are people who are in love. They are soulmates and they're truly enjoying love. But the truth is, most marriages end in the third year mark, the 18-year mark, and the 44-year mark, or the 60-year mark, because they cannot tolerate this person anymore. And I always tell my clients that, why didn't you divorce them earlier? And they tell me that, I just thought it will get better. Guys, it's not going to get better. It is not. And this is, I'm telling you as a lawyer, having, once you decide that you want to divorce, you divorce. Because if you had come to that decision of divorcing, you already know that you are not into this person anymore. Don't force yourself. But another thing is, in the olden days, children do get affected. But children nowadays, rather their parents be happy separated than be unhappy in union. Which goes back to divine feminines. That is why divine feminines, see, when you taste heaven, would you settle for earth? So that is the analogy I can come up with. So when you have tasted what is so glorious, you will no longer want to settle for anything 3D. Of course, there are a lot of men available just designed for marriage. But would you want to be in a relationship with a robot, right? Would you want to be in a relationship just for the sake of being in a relationship? Everyone's complaining, oh, I've got this, I've got that, I've got loans. I just say one thing, you made the choice, right? You fell in love, you made the choice, you wanted to get married, you have these responsibilities. If you can't make decisions for yourself, you are depriving your very freedom as a soul. Because as a soul, you are a sovereign being who is completely able to make their own choices. But so many souls out there give their power away to, everything, the 8 to 5 job, to, but you see, that's the thing. You are conditioned to feel that way from the start. You have no other way to look at life anymore. You think that this is what you have to do. You're born, you go to kindergarten school, you go to primary school, you go to secondary school, you go to high school, you go to college, you get your first degree, you get your masters, you get your PhD, and then when you're doing your undergrad degree, you have to meet someone and get married. If not, you have to meet someone when you're doing your masters. If you don't, you're considered a rejected piece, right? And then after that, somehow you are in your 30s or early 40s, you meet someone, you get married, and then you see older marriages tend to last. Again, this is from a lawyer perspective because of the fact that you know exactly what you want. Example, kids are what you want, family is what you want. You find someone who vibrates in that vibration. So not all 3D marriages are bad. 3D marriages that are not well thought of and rushed, that is not very conducive. Sarah says, definitely needed to leave my marriage. Totally the wrong person. Samantha, my dad is desperate to see me in a happy relationship, but I can't explain to him the truth about Brian and why we are not together yet. And this is something that every divine feminine goes through with her father, because it's one of those things that you love your father so much, yet your father is seeing you suffer, and yet you're not able to give up on your love either for the sake of your parents. Then you are not being authentic to yourself, and truly your father wouldn't want that for yourself either. Karen, 17-year mark for me, and you're right, it never gets better, really. If a person is going to think that their marriage is going to get better, they are living the biggest lie. Of course, in some cases they do, but love and authenticity is the basis, is the core. That means you unconditionally love this person, and unconditional love does exist with soulmates. With karmics, it depends. Even karmic connections can be transformed into something better, but most of the time people marry because their friends get married, their neighbors get married, because of everyone their age is getting married. So everyone's just competing. They're competing who earns the most, who has the most children. Maybe not who has the most children, who is getting married first, who is getting pregnant first, who is sending their child to Harvard, who is sending their child to Oxford. You see, the competition never stops, and if that is the life path you choose, there's nothing wrong with that either. Bhavani says, realize that and made the move to move on. Almost there. And divorces are not easy either. In fact, the legal process itself takes a long time, and people become really nasty to one another. So the trauma of going through a divorce in itself, it's the worst. But again, you know what I really love about today's society? Everyone is able to walk towards their authentic self. People no longer give a cahoots. No one gives a crap about doing what other people want them to do. People, the younger generation, tell people to their face, I am going to be happy whether I'm single, whether I'm married, whether I'm not married, whether I'm with my partner or not, I am going to be happy. You see, a lot of people would say, oh, now you're fine, you are in your prime, you're able to do this, you're able to do that. What happens when you're 45? So what when you're 45? At any age, you can be in a marriage and be the loneliest soul on earth, and you can be single and be the most fulfilled person on earth. So you can never gauge that. Another thing is that pain is pain. Whether you're married or whether you're single or whether you are going through a divorce, whether you're having a child, whether you're having a miscarriage, whatever is it, pain is pain. So you can never compare yourself. A married person shouldn't compare their lives with a single person. That is the worst sort of comparison you can ever make, because everyone is in their own freaking journey. Let them be. Aren't people accepting someone who's in a marriage? Single people don't tell married people, oh, you should be single. But married people love to tell their single friends, go get married. And that has to stop. And that's what we are anchoring into New Earth, right? Where everyone has the right to love anyone they want to, regardless of race, religion, gender, culture, whatever it is. People are allowed to be with who they want to be as long as both of them agree. Marian, because of getting age and rush, I married a karmic husband. Yes. And the pressure in the Asian society, it's at a all time high, and it never stops. Um, Sarah, I married a man because of society and what I thought I had to do to please the family. I have my beautiful kids, but totally the wrong choice. I am now free to wait for my twin flame. I left him because I found her. Bhavani, I love that. Gabriel, my twin is going through a divorce with his karmic and she's been very nasty to me. I'm just really hoping the divorce goes though so that we can come into union. All right. Another thing is kids. Yes. And once you start viewing everything as an experience, you don't have to feel like you made a wrong choice. Secondly, I have done videos when your twin flame is married. And but you have to give them the time and space because a twin flame connection is not meant to hurt anyone, including the karmic or the third party involved. And this is when you have to completely surrender to God and hope for the best outcome for everyone. You don't want to hurt someone to be happy either. So you have to do everything in a very divine flow kind of way. Anyway, so again, guys, whatever journey you are on, it's very important to understand that you need to surrender to God. You need to do everything in alignment. You can't force anyone to do anything. Another thing is that, in our group, I do all the twin flame checks, and getting a twin flame check often helps you, guides you to be on the path you are in. So there are people, individuals who think they are on a twin flame journey, but they are not. And I have done a video before, the thin line between karmics and twin flames, thin line between monadic twin flames and soulmates. And so when you know which journey you're on, then you can navigate your path. But at the end of the day, it's your own life and it's up to you what you choose to believe. We are only here to guide you, and it's up to you whether you want to take the advice as well. So, having said that, if you guys want a connection check, you can always request through the group. We check it triple times, multi-dimensionally. I do the Agashik records, I do 8D, I do 12D, I go to the point of split for monadic flames. So, MJ just messaged me. So, I urge you guys to get checked if you guys want to check. And thanks, MJ, for that. Again, it doesn't matter what connection you are, all connections are divine, all connections are by God. So pray to God. Pray to God for light and guidance. And also remember that you are perfect the way you are. And whatever journey you are in, it is the journey your soul chose. Sometimes you may think you're on this journey, but you're actually on another journey. And often there will always be signs that guide you to that. But most importantly, you have to remember one thing, that if you force anyone or if you force any situation in your life to happen, it's going to backfire on you. So you need to allow God to let things happen at the right time, at the right place. Samantha, is it common for the DF to feel super connected to the DM's kids? I feel so connected to Brian's son, Owen, like he were my own family. Absolutely, Samantha. You will feel very connected because you're one soul after all, right? So if half your soul is so in love with his child, of course you're going to feel the same. Another thing that I've been noticing recently is how a lot of divine feminines are starting to behave like they're divine masculines. They're starting to make decisions like they're divine masculines. They're starting to talk like they're divine masculines. So, for example, if the divine feminine is a shopaholic and the divine masculine is a minimalist, the divine feminine is becoming a minimalist and the divine masculine is becoming a shopaholic. So it's very interesting how you guys become each other. It's like how your soul is just weaving into each other, and it's something it's very interesting. So again, in terms of feelings, you're feeling your DM's energy and you think it's your own, and vice versa, your DM is feeling your energy and thinks it's his own. Anyway, so that's what's very interestingly is happening. Then I'm most appreciative of your advice and always listen to you all in there. Thank you. So yeah, guys, again, we mean well. And again, there was a documentary that was released recently. At the end of the day, you don't want to be part of an organization or something that takes your power. We always remember your power is within. Don't give your power away to anybody, even to your twin flame if they are not awakened yet. Always, always remember you are a sovereign being. Even if you're a twin flame, as long as you have projected yourself into two bodies, you still have sovereignty within individually. So again, you want to give your twin flame the space and respect. Number two, start using your freedom. Do not give away your power to an organization or to something that you think is helping you. You have got direct guidance from God all the time. You just have to sit down and talk to God or pray to God. There's so many books, Conversations with God. Um, yeah, in fact, there's some in my bookshelf too. I'll probably take it out. So many amazing books in however way you want to communicate with God, because God is equal to everyone. We are all unique beings. Don't compare yourself with each other too. There's another interesting thing, a question that divine feminines have been asking me. How is it that some divine feminines are in union and some divine feminines are not in union? And why is it that some divine feminines get into union within 2 years and some take 20 years? That divine feminine that got into union in 2 years may have been in separation for 500 million years. Have you ever seen it that way? The twin flames that are in separation for 30 years, that might be the first 30 years of a 500 million year separation. So you cannot compare your journey with anyone. Just focus on your journey. You want support, talk, this my lives, I'm always trying my best to give you as much guidance as possible, but always remember your journey. Even if you're not a twin flame, your life is unique. Your life is not going to be like anyone else. We are not robots. We are souls. We are beings with a purpose. We are souls with a body, not a body with a soul. You have to start viewing life in that way, and how you are all multidimensional, and how you all, so it's often the ego that splits you from evolving and growing. Some people come to me and say, "Oh, I am vibrating in 7D." And I'm like, "Yes, you're probably getting glimpses of that." They, no, I 100%. Then I'm like, "Awesome." Some are saying, "I see auras." Perfect. But the thing is, you can see everything, feel everything, but the true purpose of enlightenment cannot be explained in words, number one. But consciousness in itself has to be realized by yourself. And when you are at that point, you will realize that enlightenment is not something to attain. It is your birthright. You are already enlightened. It's remembering that you are enlightened. So you don't have to go around proving to people or saying things or doing things. But of course, we live in a world where people are just trying to use everybody. So you have to be very, very cautious of who you choose to be a teacher or your guide or your supporter or your friend or your spouse, or, but of course, twin flame, you don't really choose. It happens to you. Samantha, we each signed our own soul contracts regarding what experiences we are going to encounter. Exactly. That's what I always tell my twin flames. You have planned this out even before coming to Earth. And from the soul world, what you had planned was perfect. Of course, when you come to Earth, you're like, damn, it's like going on a holiday, right? You plan to go to a certain destination and you're like, oh, I'm going to do this. But when you go there, you get sick. And then your entire holiday, you're like, oh no, why did I come here? So that's what happens. Sometimes you put a plan on Earth, but other things tend to affect the journey, or you feel so brainwashed and mind washed by the 3D world that you no longer feel that connection to your soul purpose and journey. And that's why go back to who you are as a soul. Keep talking to your higher self. Keep talking to God. Very simple. Everyone can talk to God or communicate with God or feel God anyway. So please do that, guys. Karen, it was an eye opener for sure. That I know I've only watched the first 10 minutes. I'm going to like watch it again. Gabriella, really cool stuff. Gabriel, that happens to me a lot. The longer I'm near him, the more of his habits I get. Linda, I most appreciate. Oh, yeah, I've read that comment. Okay, so now I am going to go into the part of celibacy. A lot of divine feminines I work with have been a celibate ever since meeting their divine masculine. Some have always been celibates, even before meeting their divine masculine, because you no longer feel that urge anymore. And having said that, when see, celibacy shouldn't be forced. It shouldn't be done because you're part of an organization or you're part of a religion. It should be done because you don't feel like being intimate with anyone else in a romantic, sexual way. And there's nothing wrong with celibacies. Some divine feminines have the rare privilege of only having their divine masculine as their sexual partner, right? But many may not have that because, again, like I said, it depends on their life path. Hello, Lizette, good to see you. So, depending on which stage you are in your life, you need to understand that embracing what you want to do has to come from within. And celibacy is a very, very common theme amongst divine feminines who prior to meeting their divine masculine feel that way, or after meeting their divine masculine but are in separation, tend to subconsciously become celibate. So I work with divine feminines who have been celibates for 30 years, 40 years, 50 years even, and for some who have lost their virginity to their DMs. And then you have got the other group, who because of society or because of their journey or because they want to balance off karmic cycles, get into very nasty relationships. And and for everything there's a soul story, and that's why the Akashic record readings, soul reports come in very handy in understanding what you have been through. And that's when you start to see everyone's journey is 100% unique, and whatever they choose to do or however they choose to be is in alignment with their soul purpose. So the next question that I'm going to answer is, does your divine masculine feel the same? Does he feel the same way as you? Is he also not interested in anyone else? I can give you the direct answer. He is actually not interested in anyone else, but loves to put up that front that he is interested in every other woman except you. Truth is, most divine masculines I work with tell me that after they meet their divine feminine, even when they're in separation, they are not able to be with any other women. Of course, with the spiritual work they're doing, they look very attractive, they look very lit, but they say that they do not enjoy sex or intimacy anymore unless it's their divine feminine. See, Frank, our divine masculine is agreeing 100% to it. So it's the same, guys, for the both of you. Just because you see him going on a party or dancing with another girl doesn't mean he's having sex with her. So if you're still, or if he goes on a date with another woman, he's going to make love to her. It's all just to trigger you so that you release that part of yourself that makes you jealous or makes you. So you have to understand that everything that you do, you're directly mirroring your DM. So stop assuming. And the more you go down this path of he's with someone else, blah, 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 he's dating someone else, then you're going to lower your vibration. So I've answered that question. So final question is, what is the role of all of this in your spiritual journey? This is everything. Everything you do in your journey builds you up to your spiritual journey, because spiritual journey is who you are. The material journey is what you choose to experience on earth. So that's why, guys, you have to really, really sit back and meditate and connect with God to understand and also be free. Don't give your power away, especially after the documentary was released. I only watched 10 minutes of it and I only watched the trailer. And I can say one thing: when you give your power away, then no one can help you, because your power is sacred. It's your own inner power. God is not asking you to give your power away to God. In fact, from God you receive guidance and freedom and clarity. It's never the other way around. So, you can have guidance from people, but always make your own decision, be it a reading or a healing or anything. You are completely a being. Oh, Sarah, it's on Amazon Prime. Guys, any one of y'all, if you can write the title of the doc, it's a twin flame documentary series about how the dark side of twin flames. You can just Google it. It's on our Prime. And then Netflix is releasing one. The Prime one just got released a couple of days back. So, yes. Oh my. I realize I've spoken for 55 minutes. I hope I've addressed everything. Why are divine feminines averse to dating anyone else after meeting their DM? Because, it's impossible to be with anyone else. But even then, some DFs choose to go on that soulmate path because that is what they choose to do. Again, it's their own journey, it's their own choice. Second question, why is it extremely hard to be in another relationship? Again, the first question answers the second. Third one, I've touched celibacy. Why are your thoughts and feelings devoted to only this one individual, your twin flame? Because that's what the journey does. And I've answered all of those questions. So if you guys have no more questions, so yeah, if you guys have no more questions, I'll go into channeling. Again, guys, if you guys want a channeling, you can send a tip and I will channel. Again, I'm going to go in the order of the tips I've received. So in that way, I don't miss anyone out. And I know a lot of you all have been eagerly waiting for this part. So, all right. So if you guys have no more questions about today's topic, I'm going to move on to channeling. I know it gets more and more interesting every week as, we discuss really, really fun topics. Again, thank you all for your tips. And if you guys want to get in, this is my PayPal. Let me just going to take a 10-second break before I start the channeling. So guys, here you go. This is my PayPal. All right, guys, I'm going to go in the order of the tips I have received. So I have got... I've got Annette. Annette is always the first. Oh boy. Okay, I just want to make sure that I follow the order accurately. All right, Annette, what is in store for you? Always fun, like I said, to channel for you. This time I'm going to do something different. So I feel like because you're so close to getting together in the physical because of your soul history, today I thought I'll give you some guidance on your soul history. So, Annette, you and your divine masculine have had very, very interesting past lives. And in most of the past lifetimes, you were not able to have a stable union. Hence, this lifetime is designed for you to have the best human experience possible. And everything that you've experienced so far, it's all part of the divine plan that you set yourself up to. So for your divine masculine, he had some balancing he had to do in terms of his other connections. And again, there was some contrast mirroring between you both. But now you're finally realizing the multi-dimensional aspects of yourself. So you are totally connecting to the avatar version of yourself in 12D. So the messages that I'm getting from your divine masculine's higher self is that he is very excited for what is going to come ahead for the both of you. And he has been experiencing a lot of things that he's not even able to translate in human language or words anymore. also, he wants you to know that there's only a little bit of work that you have left to do in terms of realizing your fullest potential. And everything that you are experiencing is part of the journey, number one, and everything that you're going to experience is going to be part of your soul path. So whenever you're feeling like you want to give up, he is urging you to connect with him in 5D and more, to understand what is going on with you both multidimensionally. So, of course, doubt creeps into him as well, often. So, he also feels like whether what he's experiencing is real. So, this is 3D channeling. What are his thoughts? So, his thoughts, and another thing is, he's a person who is very, 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 very worried about how he is to other people, because he has a lot of conscience. So whatever he does, he wants to do it with the utmost authenticity, and he wants to do it right. So any step he takes in regards to your connection, he wants to do it with the most passion and compassion and authenticity. So that's what's going on. And chakra wise, there is a lot that is going on with the both of you. I don't know, Annette, if you are here. I see a lot of gold. I saw that last week too, and it feels like it's just mapping out into more and more threads, which shows a lot of higher level awareness that is coming between you both. And I also noticed that there is going to be more intimate conversations coming ahead for you in 2024. So it's going to be a very interesting period, because you're going to go through further catharsis. You're going to go through more shedding. And he's also going through that. So at the perfect time, you'll both get together. So I'll just say that everything is going amazing, and I hope you have enjoyed today's channeling. Again, Frank, wow, thank you so much for that beautiful recommendation. So Frank says, I want to emphasize everyone, Vaish is the only channel I myself as a channel trust and recommend. She's the only one in our group who is qualified to do activators and multi-dimensional channeling of all 12 dimensions. I myself, as a natural channel with the soul gift of divine wisdom, never considered this method before I met her, because she is the creator of this kind of channeling. This is why I highly recommend her. Oh, Frank, you are the best. Thank you. That is very motivational for me when I'm doing channeling myself. Oh, you're most welcome, Annette. All right, the next I have is our sweetheart, Mai. Mai says, DM message. Oh, always a pleasure to do channeling for you, Mai. So today I'm going to do a bit of 1D and 2D channeling for you. So what are your divine masculine's fears at the moment? Right now, he feels he's 100% imperfect for you. But what he doesn't understand is life is imperfect. Sometimes he's confusing himself between being the perfect version of himself to you and not realizing that you're not looking for perfect, you're looking for consistency. So that's where the battle lies, and that's where a lot of his fears come from. He's always wanting to show the best version of himself, and that's why it goes to the second dimensional channeling. His intimacy gets affected. He wants to give you the best kind of love and the best kind of romance, but yet he feels this pressure that he's going to disappoint you. So he starts to take a step back because he doesn't want to disappoint you. And again, there's nothing wrong with either of you with regards to that. It's just that when he gets to that right vibration, he will be completely be able to be himself with you. So again, in your past lives, your journeys were affected by past experiences. Hence, what happens is that you were not able to fully enjoy what Earth had to offer. So a lot of star beings like us come to Earth for what it can offer, this unique perspective, this unique way of living. And And because we are so brainwashed and mind washed to live a certain expression, we tend to want to have everything 3D. And if every human being wants to have everything 3D, they can if they're on a 3D journey wholly, right? But if you're on a twin flame journey, it's no longer about 3D alone, it's about multi dimensionalism. So, hence, that's why your DM is going through a lot of inner battle. So, the messages I'm getting from him, from his 3D, is that he wants you to know that you are extremely, extremely precious for him. And he will do anything and everything he can to, to show the best sides of him. Yet again, he feels a bit threatened because in his eyes you are 100% perfect. You're kind, you're compassionate, you're loving, you're giving, you're full of grace, you're full of enjoyment, and that is the reason why he wants to really do all of his work before he comes to you. And his higher self, his 5D self, wants you to know that he will do anything to make your life better, and he never wants you to ever give up on this journey. And his 12D self wants you to know that union is already there. You guys are just walking towards it. All right, I hope you enjoyed that channeling, Mai. And all the best to you. Your angels and guides want you to know that you're on the right track. You're doing a great job. Everything that you're doing, your being is already preparing you for what you are going to experience and enjoy in your life in the coming years. So it's going to be profoundly inspiring, transforming, and life changing. So I see a lot of blue and purple in your combined auric field, which means there's going to be a lot of heart to heart conversations coming your way. I also see a lot of quality time that you're going to spend together. All right, I will move on to the next person. Yes, I've got a favorite Rachel. Or Rachel, thank you so much for your tip. Rachel says energy check with DM. So what is going on with your energies? So right now it's looking very, very promising. Of course, there's a lot of fluctuating energies within your DM's personal energetic field. So I see 3 points in particular exploding in a lot of excitement. So his sacral is very excited. His solar plexus is very excited. His crown is very excited. And with these three chakras, he really wants to take action. But however, his throat is a bit blocked. So he's not able to express to you what he feels. So that's where the lag is in terms of energies. But your energies are looking extremely beautiful. I see a lot of green, I see a lot of gold, I see a lot of pink, I see a lot of white. I also see a lot of octarine. Octarine is this invisible color that is only seen with star seeds. And this shows that you're going through massive awakening and ascension symptoms. A lot of clearing is happening. A lot of blocks are being removed. You are probably feeling like a whole new person. Even the way you have looked at your DM all these years have shifted, because right now you're feeling that I'm no longer feeling powerless in this connection. I feel powerful. Both of you feel powerful because for once you actually realize that you are the author of your journey. And right now, with that amazing power you have, because I see a lot of activations in your solar plexus as well, you're able to rewrite everything that you want to see in your life. So it's an amazing, amazing period for you, Rachel. And I will just say, keep doing what you do. Your angels and guides want you to know that you're on the right track. You're doing everything you are doing in perfect alignment with God's guidance, your sincerity, your aspiration towards life, and your commitment towards this journey. And we all know you have been in this journey for a very long time, but your sincerity is what makes you so beautiful, Rachel. I hope you enjoyed the channeling. Next up, I have Q. Q, always a pleasure to read for you. All right, I was just seeing how many I had to do, and am I missing any orders? So I've got Q, and then I've got Shannon, and then I've got Diana, and then I've got Lisa, and then I've got Marion, and then I've got Shay, I've got Carrie, I've got Nimith, I've got Samantha, and I have got Gabriella. So, yes. Hi, Dawn. So good to see you as always. So, I'm just I'm at the channeling segment. So, I'm just doing it in order of the tips I've received. All right. So, Q, what is in store for you? So, it's interesting, Q. So, there's a lot of self reflection going on with your DM at the moment. Like, he feels that he needs to really work on balancing his emotions, balancing his feelings, and he's also thinking about ways and means of expanding himself. But one thing that he really feels is that he's missing your physical presence. He wants to be in the same space as you. He wants to be in a situation where he's able to express himself and fully experience your reaction. So he's not really a guy who likes communication via messages or phone. He's a person who is able to fully be himself, because when he's in person with you, his mind and heart and soul completely freezes, and then his highest self starts presenting itself through his human body. So that's why he's very eager to see you again. He just doesn't know when or how, but it's going to happen. Another thing is that his 3D thoughts, he's fully anxious. Every time he wants to talk to you or he wants to communicate with you, he's always trying to to overthink. So that's why when he overthinks and he says it to you, it comes out not in the way he expects it to come out. Energetically, there's a lot of evolution going on between you, a lot of activations are happening. There is a lot of green, so major heart chakra connection happening between you, but the communication is more soulful, more multidimensional. So, and the messages I am getting for from him is that he is going through a massive transition right now in his life, and he wants the time to truly self-reflect before he's able to fully be himself to you again. And he doesn't want you to feel disappointed at him, because he feels that he's never doing enough for you. So I hope you enjoyed that channeling. And next up, I've got Shannon. All right. Guys, again, I'm going in order of the tips I have received. So just bear with me. Shannon, what is in store for you? So, Shannon, do you have a particular question? So, what I'm getting from your divine masculine's higher self is that he's watching you from afar. He is feeling all of your struggles. He's feeling all of your pain. He's feeling all of your disappointment. He is feeling extremely stressed about everything that is happening to him, but he's more stressed about what is happening to you, because he can feel your pain. But his higher self wants you to know that his higher self is literally next to you, giving you the love and support you need. And all you have to do is surrender to the 5D and start feeling his presence, start communicating with him, to start feeling that unconditional love that your connection brings towards each other. In terms of chakras, I see that he's been going through a lot of clearing, a lot of blocks are being removed, so are yours. So there's a lot of direct mirroring going on between you, and things are looking good for you right now. Even though things look challenging for you, Shannon, that is going to shift, and good things are coming your way. And your DM wants you to know that he will be there for you no matter what. Q, I've already done your message just before Shannon. In fact, I started with your divine masculine message. Sorry about that, Shannon. I just got so so Shannon. So that's what's going on, and when in terms of what your divine masculine is feeling towards you at this moment is that he's sending you so much love. He's so sending you so much courage. He's sending you so much strength to face whatever you're facing at the moment. I hope you enjoyed the channeling. And Q, it's just before this. Again, I think you just joined, so I'll do a. So I was basically saying that your DM is not able to express himself so much via messaging. So that's what I was saying. And if you just rewatch this, your channeling is right before Shannon. Yes, Amber, thank you so much. I'm just going through the order I've received these tips. So I've been receiving tips even before the show. So Amber, I will do yours. So I'll just read the order so that you guys know. So I've got Diana, I have got Lisa, I've got Marion, I've got Shay, I've got Carrie, I've got Nimith, I've got Samantha, I've got Gabriella, I've got Dawn, and I've got Amber. So Amber, so that is the. So yeah, guys, be patient with me. The reason why I'm doing it in order so that I don't miss anyone. So that's why. And again, I can't show favoritism, right? That'll be unfair. So so far I have done the channeling for Annette, Mai, Rachel, Q, and Shannon. So let me go on to my favorite student, Diana. So Diana and Frank are both readers of this group and they are both amazing. So Diana is saying this one is for the tip jar. I don't usually have a question. I just tip just to share the love, but today I have a question. My dear darling DM is confusing me in conversation this past week. I feel like he is trying to figure out what I want, but asking me questions in the most convoluted way, and I'm trying my best to turn the conversation in a different direction as it's almost always sexually driven. Thank you, Vaish. You are the greatest. Oh, thank you so much, Diana. All right. So, Diana, always a joy to read for you, always. So, you know your divine masculine. He's an Aries man. He's full of fire, he's full of passion. And the innate characteristic of an Aries masculine man is that they view the world in a very physical way, in a very sexual way. Just like how other signs may view things in different ways, the Aries sign, when they love their women, the sexually driven is actually their love language. So I'm going to go a little bit backwards here. So when he's confusing you, he's actually confusing himself because he knows he's only devoted to you, he's only connected to you. and he wants to be with you. Yet he always feels that he has trouble communicating his truest intentions with you because he always feels that you're way more intelligent than him, you're way more successful than him, and he feels insecure. But yet, he wants to be with you and he's trying to figure things out, like you say. But the reason why he has to come in that sexual way is because that's his romance language. So it's very interesting because when I channel his 3D thoughts, what I'm getting is that he's going through a massive expansion. He's also going through awakening. But because the awakening is so difficult, again, he doesn't fully know he's on a twin flame journey. He can't quite decipher what exactly is going on with his life. At the same time, he's trying to figure out what he's supposed to do to bring your connection to the next level. He's always fantasizing having a family with you, having a lot of children with you, and he's always excited about it. It's just that he has trouble seeing things in a non-physical way. Everything becomes physical to him because the Aries sign fundamentally is an earth sign, and an earth sign is very, wait, am I right? Aries is an earth sign, right? Let me just check that. Oh boy. Yes, it is an earth sign. I must be so tired. So, yes. So, being an earth sign, that's his way of. It's actually a fire sign. Thanks, Samantha, for that. So, so being a fire sign, so that's what I was trying to say. Being a fire sign, his physical energies are always on fire. Oh, thanks, guys. You guys are the best. I don't even have to Google it. I have 5 of y'all answering. So the difference between an earth sign and a fire sign is that, example, a Capricorn's man way of expression will be more grounded because it's an earth sign, right? So even if they are trying to sexually express their feelings, it's going to be in a very earth way, grounded way. But when it's a fire sign, fire is not able to control itself. It has to say everything it feels. So that's exactly what's going on with your DM right now. That that fire in him. See, I have like 6 people all at the same time. And Diana. So that's why, Diana, that's what is going on right now. So my guidance to you would be to take a step back, to take a break, and just let him be what he is trying to be. And at the same time, don't think of that being sexually driven as, think of it as a stepping stone for him, because he's going to tie that into the next stages of expression. So in other words, the fire in him can't control his feelings and thoughts and emotions towards you. At the same time, because he has got the other elements in his body as well, right? In terms of numerology and in terms of his his rising and his ascendant, he's got other elements as well. But unfortunately, the fire is very dominant. So he tends to, so once he starts tapping into his ascendant and his moon sign, you will notice a more balanced communication. So, what are his thoughts for you at the moment? His thoughts for you at the moment is that he wants you to know that he is very, very thrilled to connect with you all the time. But sometimes the fire in him becomes extinguished because he's afraid that he's going to do something wrong or he's going to say something wrong and he's going to make you feel uncomfortable. In other words, he's trying his best, but at the same time, it just comes the wrong way. So he kind of knows what you want, but he's yet not able to fully express it to you. And but he's getting there, and things will get better. So Diana, you can see through his thoughts and feelings like water. So I know that you'll be fine. And lastly, I'll say is that enjoy the romance and all the best to everything that you're going to experience in the coming months, because it's looking really good for you both, and things are transforming, and things are becoming more exciting. Next up, I hope you enjoyed that, Diana, and I hope I've answered all parts of your question. All right. All right. Next up, I've got Lisa. Hi, Vice. Just looking to see what's happening between me and Brendan at the moment. Would love any messages and thoughts from him, of course, or to see what is next for us. Thank you, beautiful soul. Oh, Lisa, you're most welcome. So, what is in store for Lisa? Again, there's a lot of games going on energetically. One moment, Brendan wants to express himself. Another moment, he has this self dialogue with him and he doesn't want to express himself to you. What I notice is there's a lot of multidimensional communication. 3D is a bit, at the moment, it's a bit interesting. It's going on that tangent right now. So there's a lot of waves in your connection. But I do note that you are going through a lot of clarity in your journey. I feel like what you are feeling towards him and the journey has transformed. Your perspective has shifted. I see a lot of root chakra transformation. I see a lot of throat chakra transformation within you. So, more of you're being patient. You're being patient with Brendan, and at the same time you don't want to overwhelm him either. You are in a kind of energetic frequency right now. You are going to accept everything that comes to you because you're very confident that God will only send you the best possible future, will only send you the best possible experiences in the future. That's what I was going to say. So the messages I have for you from your God, from God, and is that Lisa, you're on the right track. You're doing everything you can. Your devotion is being applauded. You're doing everything you can in terms of expansion and growth, and your divine masculine is mirroring that. Another part is that your higher self's message towards you is that you are rocking, and his higher self message towards you is that he wants you to know that he will do anything and everything to create that those life experiences that you truly are in need of. And as much as he's not able to acknowledge the 3D aspect of the journey, he's also able to he's able to feel it on some level. It's not it's not how do I put it? So, Lisa, it's not just about him feeling you in the 3D, but he's also feeling you multidimensionally. So, part of him knows that your connection is beyond the 3D. And at the same time, he falls back. So this is what I have for you, Lisa, and I hope you enjoyed the channeling. Next up, I have got Marion. Always a joy to read for you, Marion. I'm going to take a minute break before I start. Oh, I'm going to read some comments before I start. Diana says, thanks, Vaj. That definitely confirms all that I was picking from him. Sometimes I just giggle like a teenage girl as some of the things he says, knowing its true meaning. As always, I truly appreciate your time and I'm very grateful. For now, I am just showing him an unbothered version of me and just enjoying the communication that we do have and watching it evolve. Oh, that is amazing, Diana. I'm so happy for you. Linda, thank you, Linda, for your tip. I really appreciate that. But like guys, I said I'm going in an order so that I don't miss anyone. Frank, you are so kind. Frank says, "Why she's the very best." I myself get told all the time how accurate and helpful my own readings are, and I still always recommend her over any other reader. Oh, Frank, thank you. You are the best. Really, I am so privileged to have an amazing student like you because you are so wonderful. I have no words. Like Frank, you're just amazing. All right, I am going to go on to Marion right now. So, what is in store for you, Marion? Do you have a particular question if you're here, or I'm just going to do a very general reading for you? So, things are looking really good. Things are transforming at a rapid rate. It's no longer moving or being stagnant or moving at a slow pace anymore. Right now, everything that's happening is happening very quickly. So you're going to see major life shifts, major shifts in terms of everything, your life, your work, your family. Everything is going to change. I actually see a lot of new opportunities coming your way. I also see maybe even a move. You may move to a new location for work, or you may move house, but something major is happening for the good, of course. And also I feel like your responsibilities are evolving to the next level. You are no longer in a box. You are more of like free to do anything. And with the beautiful guidance of God, because you're so faithful and so loyal to divine guidance, you are always getting the highest form of guidance, even in your day to day life. You're always being guided. So, what is happening with your divine masculine? So, your divine masculine is also going through amazing transformation, and because he is you in another body, he too is experiencing a lot of activation and self awareness and expansion and growth. And for now, he's able to see more than what he thought this connection was. He's seeing the spiritual aspect of what you share. What you share is very divine, what you share is very pure. But at the same time, him being a gentleman, he wants to do things right. He doesn't want to just come in and stir your life in the wrong direction. He wants to be in alignment with your life. So he's always watching out for the perfect moment, because in terms of a twin flame connection, timing is very important. You never want to disrupt any aspect in your life, and he's very consciously aware of it in a subconscious level. So it's very exciting because so much is happening and a lot is going on. So, a lot of movement. So, Marion, you may find yourself feeling so excited about many things in your life, and you may also try to figure out what is going on and not quite make sense of it because you're feeling good about it. So, that's exactly what's happening. There is massive transformation within you and your external world. Not only are things shifting within you, but externally, everything is shifting according to the best life outcome for you. In other words, you're walking in the direction of the best timeline because you are expanding into the best version of yourself. And your DMs, higher self, wants you to know that even at the soul blueprint level, which is the eighth dimension, when you guys came to Earth, you came with a plan. You came with all these experiences because you felt that these experiences were necessary for your soul growth. And everything that has happened right up to this moment was not only divinely orchestrated, but was both decided by you and your divine masculine. And right now, you are giving yourself the opportunity to rewrite certain aspects which you thought were better for you up there, but right now you're tweaking and you're walking in the direction where things are going to happen according to every aspect of yourself, meaning multidimensionally, you're going to be in alignment with your life. So I see a lot of exciting, joyful moments, a lot of travel, a lot of celebrations, a lot of parties. I see a lot of abundance and prosperity coming your way too, Marian. So it is what I will call a golden period in your life, and to fully take advantage of the manifestation abilities that you hold right now. Anything that you manifest is going to like come true. And not only that, all the good that you've already been doing in the world is going to amplify 20, 30 times and come back to you, because that is the circle of life after all. So I hope you enjoyed the channeling, Marian. And I'm going to read. Oh, now, now I've got Diana. Frank, I have to 100% agree with you. Very grateful to have been guided to connect with Vaish and have her as a mentor, teacher, and friend. I don't think I could ever have words to describe how much difference her readings, activators, healings, and teachings have made to not just my own journey, but the journey of others. Oh, you guys are amazing. My very two favorite, Diana and Frank, you guys are amazing. So unique and rare abilities you both have, and so grounded and humble. I just love, because you're both Virgos, right? So you're naturally such cool people, and I love it. I love that about Frank and Diana. You guys are so in alignment and so authentic. In fact, I was watching this video where they were talking about this Faraday cage experiment, where they were measuring people's vibrations, and they realized that authenticity is the highest form of vibration, even more than unconditional love. And that's what I see in the both of you: authenticity. You guys are real, and that's what I love about you both. You both are so amazing, so gifted, so talented, so multi-dimensionally woke. All right, I'm going to go to the next person, Shay, my favorite Martian star seed. See, Martian star seeds are very rare, and that's why, Shay, I always mention that. Oh, Marian, it's so true, Vaish. I have a lot of transformation after your healing. Thank you, Vaish. Love and blessings always. I'm grateful I found you all. Thank you, Marian. All your good words really motivate and inspire me. Okay, so next up, I have got our favorite Martian Shay. Like I said, Shay, Martian star seeds are very rare, and it's always a joy to read for you. So, what's happening between the both of you? Again, the gentleman side of your DM is he's trying to express his higher dimensional self in a 3D way with the highest intention. So, in other words, right now he's calibrating his thoughts and emotions and feelings for you, and he wants to be authentic towards you. So, every time he feels like he's not ready, he stops the communication. But whenever he feels he's in alignment, he communicates. So, the messages I have from him towards you is that he wants you to know that he will do anything and everything. And in fact, he does so much for you in an energetic way. And he just likes to admire you from afar. So he wants you to know that he feels your energy all the time. And he also taps onto your emotional space. And sometimes when you're sad, he wants you to know that he feels sad too. And he wants you to know that he's sending you all the love he can, and he also wants you to know that he is receiving all the love that you are sending him to. So isn't that amazing? Because so much is going on, and at the same time there is so much expression that is taking place, yet that expression is not always 3D. So I hope you enjoyed that message, and I am going to go on to the next person. Wow, I didn't expect this live to go on so long. But thank you all for your patience. You guys are all amazing. Okay. Oh, again, thank you so much, Dawn. Dawn is saying, bye, she's the master. In just a few months, my life has really improved energetically and in the actual 3D. I'm so excited for more miracles and magic, never leaving Vaish's side. Her healings and guidance are transformative. Thank you so much. Marion, it's so true, Vaish. I have felt a lot of transformation after your healing. Thank you. You guys are so amazing, guys. I feel so happy today. Look at me, I'm blushing. All right, next up, I've got Carrie Baker. Oh, you have sent me three different tips. So, do you have like three different questions? Or if Carrie, if you're here, let me know. Is there any questions you want me to answer? I'll do a general one for. Oh, you messaged me. All right, let me have a look at it. Frank, Diana is one of our newest readers as well. Everyone should check out her album and try her out as a reader. Exactly, guys. Check out Diana and Frank's. They have amazing promotions right now. And Frank, you know, is our favorite divine masculine and is always there to give you earthly, grounded, to the point advice. um, don't. Or do you want me to just personal message you the reading, Carrie? In that way because I feel like it's confidential, so I'll just do a general channeling and then after that I'll just reply to your message. I think that will be better. All right, so I'm just going to give you a general reading and then I will continue the conversation in our inbox. All right, so Carrie, things are a bit stressful between the both of you and your person, but things will get better because you see, when 3D things are being intertwined in a 5D connection, things can become um, very stressful for everyone involved. So, in that way, I'll just say, don't worry, just hang in there, everything will be okay, and I'll reply to your message via message. All right, so next up, I have got Nimit. Always a joy to read for you. So, Nimit's question. Hi, Vaish. Looking forward. Oh, yes, it's your birthdays, 9th of October and 10th of October. Oh, wow. Perfect timing. So, what are the birthday messages for the both of you? So, firstly, happy birthday to your divine feminine and happy birthday to you, Nimit. It's amazing that you're born in 1010. Our newest reader, Stephanie, she's also born on 1010 as well. Don't know if Stephanie is here. Again, so 10th October and 9th October is your divine feminine. It's amazing, Nimit, how you're both like a day apart. So it's fantastic. Frank wishes you and your twin happy birthday as well. So, what is in store for you? So, Nimit, what is going on with SPJ? SPJ, as always, is going through swings and swings and swings of. She's basically swinging through life. One moment she feels extremely calm, another moment she feels extremely triggered, and then she's back to being calm again. And now that her birthday is tomorrow, all the more she's feeling stressed and pressured because she's looking back and thinking, what has she achieved in her life? So that's causing her a lot of stress at the moment. But at the same time, Nimith, she feels your love and is very grateful. So her higher self wants you to know that you're both meant to be together and everything is happening in alignment. And this is probably going to be one of the last birthdays that you're going to be in separation, because all future birthdays you're going to be in physical union. So that's what I'm getting for you. That's the messages I'm getting for you from God and his angels, that everything is looking good for you both, and transformation, transcendence, awakening, growth, happiness, evolution, 3D joy, all of it is coming your way. So be ready for everything that is taking place, because you're going to have one amazing ride in your life. So, again, a specific birthday message is that, Nimit, great things are going to happen for you next year. A lot of amazing opportunities are coming your way, and also many different kinds of opportunities are going to find its way towards you. I hope you enjoyed this channeling, and I will see you next week. And happy birthday! Have a blast, and may you be blessed with abundance, prosperity, good health, wealth, and a long life. And may you and SPJ be always be blessed and protected. So happy birthday again. Gabriela, oh, your twins' birthday is both on 10/10. So we've got a lot of beautiful Libras here. MG's birthday is also coming in 8 days. No, 10 days. All right. So next up, I have got Samantha. Samantha says, great life. Oh, perfect. And then Samantha is saying, happy birthday to everybody having one soon. Oh, always, always a joy to see so much of birthday wishes and energies. So, yes, because this is the month of October, and a lot of our Libra babies are celebrating. So, Samantha, what is in store for you? So, basically, there is a lot of growth, changes, activations, ascension, transformation that is happening with you. These are all the themes. So, you are at the final stages of getting into wholesome 3D union with your divine counterpart. So all of the things that may not serve your journey, they're all being dropped off. All the energies that are not serving you are disappearing. So you are entering like new energies, new earth, new vibrations, and you're going to have an amazing 2024, Samantha. Like, really, you are at the highest period of transformation. Anything that you experience, you know, it is massive change that is taking place in your life right now. So I would urge you to just be yourself, to keep doing everything that you're doing. Samantha says he has been super busy the past few weeks. We have barely spoken. Oh, don't worry. It's all part of the journey, and everything is. So, again, there may be no 3D communication, but there's a lot of multi-dimensional communication going on between you both. So, that's really amazing. A lot of transformation, a lot of growth, a lot of ascension as well. So, I will just say, be ready to be surprised in every direction, Samantha. And the messages I have from your divine masculine to you is that he wants you to know that he will do anything and everything for you. He might not always show that in 3D, but he loves you so much that he has no words to express it. And he also wants you to know that he actually loves you more than you love him. And that's what I'm picking up from his 3D thoughts. So I hope you enjoyed that channeling, Samantha, because it's so beautiful. And the messages I'm getting from your guidance team is that, girl, you are really, really on the verge of experiencing all the beautiful things Earth has to offer. Happy birthday, Amber. Best wishes to you as well. Samantha is saying, no way, that's not. Well, I'm just picking up on his 3D thoughts. Maybe that's what he wants to say to you, that he loves you more. So you guys can have that 5D fight. Who loves each other more? After all, you're one soul, right? There's that infinite amount of love you have for each other can never be measured. All right, next up I have Gabriela. Do you have anything in particular, or shall I just do a random channeling for you? All right, I'm going to just do a general channeling for you, Gabriela. So, what is going on right now with you and your divine masculine is that there is an energetic shift taking place. So, you may be noticing a lot of fluctuations. That's quite normal. you just have to keep praying to God, keep surrendering to the universe, and things will be in alignment. Also, the messages that I'm getting from your divine masculine is that he wants you not to worry so much. He wants you not to give up on him because things will happen in divine timing. And his love towards you is unconditional, and everything that he's doing and everything that is happening happens for a reason. I hope you enjoyed the channeling, Gabriella. And next up, I will move on to our next person. Oh, finally. So I've got, oh, Frank, my favorite student, and then Linda. All right, guys, thank you all for the patience. Oh, and Amber. So it's Dawn, Amber, Frank, and Linda. So I've got four more. So just give me a minute break because again, I didn't realize this live would go on this long. All right. So again, you see the silence. So just four more of you all. Thank you all for your patience, guys. You guys are amazing, and each one of you all supporting one another, wishing each other happy birthday. It's just amazing. So I'm going to go on to our next channeling. Samantha says, and it's all thanks to you, Vice. Your healings and talks have helped me so much. My growth this past year has been amazing, and your death been a part of it. All right. Dawn, always, always, always happy to read for you, to work on your activators. Always a joy because, Dawn, you're just amazing. And seeing you transform and becoming a beautiful version of yourself every single day, it's such a joy. You're such a beautiful person, such a devoted, authentic individual. And it's like you are someone that is so authentic, so full of love, so full of life, and you're just out there to give your magic to everyone else because you're just there to spread your light because you're a light being, you're a star seed, you are a compassionate person, you are there to do so much for for everyone. Another thing is your values are always up there, and this is what you brought to earth. Way before you started incarnating, you chose the most difficult missions, you chose the most challenging circumstances, all because of your compassion for earth beings, because you always wanted you always, both you and your divine masculine always wanted to create magic, create inspiration in anybody's life. And Dawn, you're saying that you're blushing, but it's true. This is what I'm channeling for you. And I just want to say that keep being you, keep shining, keep expanding, keep exploring, and great things are ahead for you. 2024 is going to be a magical year for you because everything is drawing up, is aligning, and you're going to experience things that you never even imagined you would experience. So you're going to have a sudden increase in abundance. You're going to see that everything in your life is changing. It's like you're going to live 5D Earth in a 3D, you're going to live 5D in 3D. So that's what you're going to experience. And then it's going to be like walking on sunshine. So that's what's going on for you, Dawn. So beautiful. And in terms of your star history, you have always been the kind of soul that wants to come in and create the change, to create that joy, to create impact. Not only in your day to day life, but in you want to touch everyone's life and you always spread that magic. So, such a joy to read for you, Dawn. And then I have got Amber. Happy birthday, Amber. I hope you had a great birthday. Everyone's wishing you happy birthday in the group too. So, do you have a particular question? Did you ask me a particular question? I'm not able to see messages backwards. Okay. Oh, I would love some messages from JG and the current energy in our connection and whatever else you pick up on in channeling, please and thank you. Again, mm, your divine masculine is just going through a lot of purging and releasing. I feel like there's a lot of insecurities that he has been releasing. I noticed that JJ has been working on himself a lot. He's becoming more confident. So there's this lighting up of his solar plexus. So that in itself is a massive ascension symptom. He wants to do so much more. He always feels that he is not giving you enough. So the messages I'm getting from him is that he wants you to know that he loves you a lot and he wants to do so much, but yet he's not able to express himself in a way that he can impress you or make you understand that all of his action means that he wants you to treat you in the highest way possible. And the current energies between you both is growing, expanding, ascending. Yet there's still little areas that JG is trying to work on, like his root. But besides that, overall, it's looking good for you and looking good. And with your birthday just having happened, things are looking good for you, Amber. Again, soul level transformation is set to happen for you further. So be ready for a lot of expansion and a lot of growth. I hope you enjoyed the channeling. And then I have got Frank. Oh, wait. So it's not for Frank. So Frank says, Vash, can you please do a general reading for Malu Rama? I'm donating for her. She's interested in what she needs to know right now. Oops. I'm so I'm so sorry. I didn't see that part. Oh, okay. So I'm yeah. Sure, Frank. Thank you so much. Amber, don't worry, you guys will get married in 2024. I know, Frank. I just saw. Thank goodness you wrote it exactly at that right time with the stars. So, so yes. So what's going on with Malu Rama? You have such a beautiful name, and Frank, you have such a beautiful heart. Doing doing donation readings for someone else, that takes a lot. And Frank is our favorite divine masculine reader completely. And did you guys know that Frank comes from a lineage? His Native American lineage has got a lot of great psychics and seers and amazing healers. And so Frank comes from that lineage. So he is a very, very, very powerful psychic himself. So I'm so privileged to have been able to guide him, such an amazing friend. Again, look at him donating a reading for someone else. That shows his heart is so beautiful and pure. So again, Malu, do you have a specific question? Or shall I just do a general reading? I think with your hand sign, I'll just take it. I'll do a general reading for you. All right. What is happening with you right now? You are going through what you call a soul shock, which means you are at that stage whereby you feel like nothing good is ever going to happen for you. And this is what you call soul shock. And soul shock is when your soul goes into ultimate shock and you feel like you want to give up. You feel like you no longer want to do anything anymore with regards to your journey. And you feel like this is the end. But I want you to know that this is just the beginning of something profound. Everything that is happening right now is just happening as a massive test on your faith, on your surrendering towards God, and everything else that's happening. So I would urge you to surrender, because this is the time where all you need to do is don't overthink, just surrender, just meditate if you can, or just pray to God, talk to God, and trust in the magic of the universe. Trust that everything is going to happen for a reason. Everything is going to happen because it's meant to happen. And further to it, you are not like everything that's happening, you see, I feel so much pain. I feel so much sadness in your energies and so much confusion. And it feels like you are at that moment whereby you're still trying to fully navigate this journey. But I will say that when you're at this point, this is when you shouldn't make any decisions. You should just, you know, let the universe do its thing. You should just surrender completely to what is going on, and you should just have complete faith in yourself. You don't even have to think about the journey or your twin flame or your divine, your twin flame. You don't have to think about your divine masculine. Just believe that you are in this journey for a reason. And right now, don't make any major decisions. Just go with the flow and remember that great things are coming ahead for you. So, you are going to experience. So, in a couple of weeks, what you're feeling now is going to completely change. And the messages I'm getting from your divine masculine is that he wants you to know that he loves you a lot. And his 3D actions might not translate to the reality of your multidimensional connection. So he wants you to know that his love for you is unconditional and he does not want you to give up on him. He wants you to trust yourself and have that inner power within you to expand. At the same time, not to completely go down the dark side either with the journey, but rather to see every moment as an opportunity for growth and expansion. So I hope you enjoyed that message, Malu Rama, and all the best to you because great things are coming ahead for you. So finally, I've got Linda. I hope, Linda, are you here? Do you have anything in particular that you want to ask me? All right. So I think Linda is not here. All right, guys, you guys are amazing. And thank you all for. Oh, okay, Linda, your current energies in my connection with Darian and whatever messages you get from him. Oh, Linda, always such a joy to read for you because you are full of life, you're full of light, you're full of grace, you're full of magic. And so is your divine masculine. You're both. There's so much admiration about you from Darren because he sees you as this pure soul who is so pure to convictions, who is so authentic. And that is what he admires most about you is your authenticity. You live by your principles and values and you never hold back on anything. And the thing is, your whole life, everything you have done is always in alignment with the magic you were born with. And Darren admires every cell of you, every moment he gets to spend with you, to communicate with you. But yet, he also wants you to know that he feels your energy. Sometimes when you're sad, sometimes when you feel like you can no longer go on with life or you feel like challenges are so tough, he wants to tell you that he's always sending you love and support multidimensionally, not only in 3D, but he wants you to know that he's always like, he wants you to know that you can actually feel him being this giant teddy bear, like literally hugging you energetically. Oh, Linda says, oh my God, very, very true. So he's there. His presence is always there. You just have to embrace him energetically because your circumstances doesn't allow you guys to meet in the physical as much, but it's going to happen very soon. So he wants you to know that it's such a beautiful divine dance that you both play out in the multi-dimensional sense. A lot of grace, a lot of support, a lot of magic between you. I see a lot of gold and green and blue and pink, which shows 15D, 16D, 17D, higher dimensional interaction, communication, and expansion. So, what can you take away for today is that just be you, Linda, because you are meant to be the light, not only for yourself, but for your divine masculine too. Sometimes he feels sad that he's not able to be there for you completely in a physical way, but he wants to assure you that he's there for you 100%, just like you are there for him 100%, energetically or non energetically, physically or non physically. But the love you both share is so admirable and so beautiful and so full of love and devotion and faith and authenticity. So, all the best to you, Linda, because your angels want you to know that you're on the right track, you're on the right path, and all of these 3D life challenges that you are facing, it just shows how strong you are as a person and how you're meant to ascend and grow and share the beauty you have within with the external world. I hope you enjoyed the reading, Linda. And guys, anyone else wants a channeling? If not, I'm going to wrap up because I think this is the longest I've ever done. 2 hours. All right, guys, love you all. And I've got the 1010 portal healing. So if anyone is interested, I'll urge you guys to book a session. Again, the 1010 portal healing, I only have 2 spots left. So if anyone is keen, you can book through my website. I do it in person, so that's the reason why. Um, the healing is about 40 minutes and it's very, very essential. So, and I will also recommend you all my activators because, I'm with the blessings of God, I'm able to create that magic in your lives. And again, I'm very grateful to God for my gifts, to my ancestors, to the lineage, to everyone for making me who I am, and again for giving me the strength and courage to share my gifts with all of you. I love working with each and every one of you all, and it's always a joy to do this lives with you because you guys are amazing and I'm so blessed. I thank God every day for this opportunity, this service to humanity I'm able to embark in. So all praise to God. Thanks God for everything. And again, thanks to everyone, and thank you MJ for running this amazing group. So if you guys are interested in a private reading, healing, activator service, feel free to visit my website. So this is my website, and you can find anything you need there. And you can always book through my website. And if you have any inquiries, feel free to message me. So, see you all, and thank you all for your tips. Thank you all for your time. Thank you all for joining this amazing live. May God bless all of you with abundance, prosperity, love, and abundance. Even you guys see my sage has fully burned. Yeah, you see? Anyway, guys, see you all and take care and love you all. And I'll come back again next week with another amazing life. Take care and thanks to everyone. Also, guys, check out the amazing promotions from Frank and Diana, and also my newest student, Stephanie, has joined as a reader. So, a very great welcome to her. So, guys, you can request for me or any of my beloved friends, students. They are amazing, and any other reader in the group, guys. And you can always request for us for a free reading. And you also do check out the albums because we're always having amazing promotions. And again, a big a big thank you to MJ for keeping this group together and running such a beautiful group. So goodbye everyone. And again, such a rare privilege to be MJ's fellow admin. And again, guys, if you have any questions with regards to the group or anything, please feel free to DM me or MJ. Again, if you have any doubt, please read the rules of the group. And, we are always here to have a chat with you. All right, take care. Love you all and see you all soon. And have a great 10-10-10 portal because 10-10 is going to be an amazing period for all your wishes to come through. So, all the best to you guys. And I'll come back again with another amazing life. Thank you and take care and bye bye and love you all.